An extension of the risk mitigation process includes 4 specific methods and plans of action. These methods are, according to risk management professionals, in a set order of sequence, although I don't necessarily agree with this. So starting with the first risk management step, after you've expended considerable time and resources in identifying and assessing, you avoid and/or eliminate a risk. Previously, we used an example of the risks involved in driving a car: 1 crash every 5 seconds and 1 person killed every 13 minutes. Clearly, to avoid and eliminate this risk, we simply stop driving a car. But again, is this practical and reasonable? Well, the same process can be best described as the ultimate risk mitigation. Simply stop doing it, whatever it is. If you have a product that has defects, and those defects have caused additional costs to your company through repairs, replacements, and all the way up to lawsuits, then from a financial consideration, discontinuing the manufacturing and sale of this product may be the best course of action. The same concept goes for services that may result in loss of business, damaged reputation, and ultimately errors and omissions litigation. In the manufacturing industry, especially if your company has multiple locations, if one factory is responsible for a majority of your costly defects, you can avoid and eliminate this risk by shutting that facility down. These decisions are potentially a worst-case scenario, but it really is no different than terminating an employee that's producing a substandard performance. Again, this is one method, but as in some of the cases discussed, you may want to remediate first to bring performances up to an acceptable standard, as in retooling a factory, retraining employees, new procedures, etc. In my opinion, this is the last step. Whenever a problem exists in a company's operations, reducing and mitigating the risk should always be seriously considered. That is to say, try to fix the problem before taking the drastic step of elimination. What this means in practice depends on the circumstances of the risk, areas impacted, staffing resources, and numerous variables. So, as an example, and very simply, if you have an employee who's producing substandard work, you start by determining the cause, whether personal, professional, work environment, lack of training, and a host of other options available, including counseling the employee. This same process is the main focus of reducing and mitigating risks. The safety procedure of root cause analysis follows this practice closely as you identify a plan of action to take in order to reduce and mitigate the risk. Some examples include implementing a quality assurance or quality control program to reduce product defects, enhancing your safety program effectiveness to reduce your employee accidents. Adopt best work practices, which can also accomplish a reduction of defects and accidents. Older machinery that can create defects and cause accidents can be replaced with newer, more efficient equipment, which also improves production as well in the process. Replace inefficient and poor quality subcontractors from jobs and projects to reduce defects, accidents, and general losses associated. Hire professional consultants to enhance all of the previously mentioned programs, including, and not limited to, financial risks. And develop enhanced and advanced training programs to re-educate your workforce. The latter technique has a multitude of uses and can be either generic or customized for unique situations. These are tried and tested methods that have worked very well in a majority of industries, with one caveat. To truly be effective, senior management must support your efforts in this reduction mitigation process, especially in areas of safety. Buy-in on the part of employees is secondary, but still a critically important part of the process.